Welcome to Stencil's Crash Course 2. The first crash course helps you learn the basics, and this follow-up lesson will give you intro to Stencil's design mode and show you how to build a simple game. The game you'll build will be a simplified version of the classic game Space Invaders, where the player controls a spaceship and shoots enemies that are floating at the top of the screen. Let's get started. So we'll start creating our game. First, click on the box that says click here to create a new game. Then select the blank game from the kits that are available. Then click next. You'll get a dialog box like this, which will enable you to name your game and customize the size. So in this case, we will name it Invaders. Then custom, so we will leave the width with 640 and height with 480. Great. Next, we'll start on importing assets. Click on the actor types under resources from your dashboard. Then on the large dialog box that says this game contains actor types, click here to create one. Then you'll get a dialog box like this. Name it ship for our first actor type. Great. So we need images for our animations and graphics for actor types. So click here to add one. Name it something like fly. Then add frame by clicking this dotted line and choose an image from somewhere on your computer. So this image is provided from stencil.com when you download the zip assets for this Crash Course 2. Change the columns in 4 so that it will cut your image into 4 frames. Then go to Physics tab. What kind of actor? It will be normal. Can rotate? Change it to no. Affected by gravity? No. Then on properties, change the group into players and save your game. Next, I will show you how to create collision groups. So go back to the dashboard, collision groups, then create this green tab to create new. Name your collision group enemies. Create. Then for another one, bullets. Create. Then collides with enemies. Click the enemies and leave the other tiles or leave the other choices gray. We created these two collision groups that we will later on use in this game. So this time we will add 2 more actor types for our game. So click here to create new actor type. This time name it enemy ship, because obviously it will be the enemy of the ship. Create. Then like the ship actor type, we will add images for animations and graphics for our actor type. Name it something like normal. Then add a frame. Choose image from somewhere on your computer. This time we will use the alien grabber for our image. Then add. So in Physics tab, what kind of actor type will become can't be pushed? And can rotate? No. Affected by gravity, so obviously it will be excluded because our actor type is cannot be pushed. Properties, change the group into enemies. And then save. So we will add another one. This time it will be bullets. then add an image. So this time leave the name like this, and then proceed on adding frame. Choose an image, then play double shot, player double shot I mean. Change the columns into 3 so that it will cut into 3 columns, like the first ship, outer type. Then add physics. What kind of outer type? It will be normal. Can rotate? No. Affected by gravity? No. Then properties, obviously the group will be bullets. Then save your game. So now that we've completed our actor types, we will need to create background that we will later on use in our first scene. So go on backgrounds, click on this large dotted box to create one. And this time we will name our background image stars and press create. Click on this dotted line box again, click here to add a frame, then choose an image from your computer as usual. We will use this space background.png. Then simply press add. So we'll leave it like that, save game. So now with everything's perfect and complete, we have our actor types and background. We will now proceed on creating our first scene. So back on dashboard and resources, click on scenes, and of course this dotted line again. Then we will name it level 1, or it's up to you and whatever you want. Then leave the rest as default. Great. So this time we will use the background that we've imported earlier, which is the stars. So go on background tab, then find this plus sign button, then press it, then choose the stars background, then OK. And then back on scene, click on the show background button to show our background. If it doesn't show immediately, save your game to refresh. Then that's it. Our scene will not be completed if it doesn't have actors, which will stand as the main character in this scene. So to make it easier on placing our actors, we can use the grid to place them or align them properly. And then you can use the ship. Then we will put our ship at the bottom. This will be the player will control. And of course, we will add the enemy ship. I prefer 5 on top of the screen or on top of the scene. Okay. I think I will move it. Or I will use ours 4. Okay, that's it. This is our scene. Save game. Or you can also test it. In testing game, this will be the outcome or look of your scene when you are playing. So let's wait for a while. So I guess I will show you that later on. So now that we have our scene, we will now move on making our ship move. So again on the dashboard and resources, click on ship, and then under the events tab. So this is the event editor. This plays or part of the stencil is where we input codes to make any movements or behaviors for our actor types. So, sign add event. Under the basics, click on when updating. And then flow, put on the if block under the always. Then put the block under comparison. I know the input, so control is down. Choose control, we'll choose right. Okay. Then after the actor, motion, set X speed to block for self. And this time we will create an attribute. So I'll show how. And this time I've created earlier, so I'll show you how. Click on the create an attribute, then name your attribute. Okay, supposedly. Then choose and type. Okay, these are exactly the same. So this time I will use the first one. Put it there. Then flow again, otherwise if block. Then comparison, I input. This time we will choose left, control. Okay. Then the other one, set X speed. This time we will add a negate block before our attribute or the shift speed. Flow again, and then otherwise if. And then under the comparison we will use this end block. Then again the not, another for this one, not, and then the controls that we've put earlier. Control, the two controls. Okay, the one is right, and the last is left. Okay, then last again, move under the motion. This time leave it as 0, then save your game. Okay. So next we will proceed on enabling our ship to fire bullets. Again, we will add an event, this time under the input, which is the keyboard. Then change the control, choose the action one. Okay. Then we will find two blocks. The first one is from our sim. I guess this one, the first one. And then on the actor type, this one under the force, the first block under the force. Okay, put these two blocks under our event. Okay, then on our pink block, change the actor type into bullets, and at these two blanks, put a block under the actor, which is X of self, and for Y, of course it is Y. Just change X into Y. Okay. For this blue block, change self into last created actor, then gently into sharply, and then the XDR for 0, YDR for -1, at force of 40. Okay, that's done. That's done. So that's it. Save your game. So this time we will make an event for our enemy ship. This event will enable our enemy ship to destroy or lift the screen every time it hits a bullet. So let's start. Under the events, this time I will allow you to just watch while I work. I guess the Previous two events that we've made is enough for you to learn how to make a simple event for our actor types and how to find blocks. So just watch what I will do for this event, and you can also follow me and do it also on your own stencil. So let's start. So that's it. It's done. Okay, lastly, we'll make an event in which winning the game. So this time it is for our sin. So click our sin under the events. So first we'll create two attributes for this event. Okay. First one is victory counter. The type is number. And then another one, the win with a question mark. And its type is boolean. Okay, so let's start. Again, just watch. So that's it. Save your game and that's your game. We're done with the events and the actors and we have a scene. So that's your game. And I'm hoping that you've learned a lot with this tutorial. Thank you for watching.